on 102.5 FM. For advertising and sponsorship, email sales@eavafm.com or call 07811 659 364. That's 07811 659 364. Serving the community, 102.5 EAVA FM.
Okay, so people, we are back and we are live streaming right now as well to all the people out there on our socials. So if you really want to log on, please log on. I am going to bring Marshayne live into the conversation to talk about all his stuff that he's doing. Remember, here we go. I'm going to bring him live on air right now.
Okay. Hey.
How you doing, Marshayne? You good?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good.
Good. It's really good having you here today, you know?
Enough respect, man. Enough respect.
Yeah. Okay. I thought, you know what? We've got to get the show hyped up before you come on. I can't just have you coming on without people locked in, and you know what I'm saying? Because your new tune is absolutely crazy.
Enough
you
respect.
know what? Okay. So I just want you to say a little bit to the listeners about who you are and what's going down.
Hey, it's Marshayne, the artist formerly known as Wayne G-Spot Marshall. You know, you may know me for that song that many had babies to. It's called Your G-Spot. But what can I say? I mean, what I can say is that, big up to all the fans that's followed me throughout the years. My background, we did a lot of reggae. Had hits in reggae, and we came back in the 90s, did hits in R&B. Many people know me for many other things, singing on sound systems, cutting dub plates, just the whole shebang. But where we are today, it's a name change. It's Marshayne, the artist formerly known as Wayne G-Spot Marshall. And, I'm sure we're going to talk about much, much more.
Absolutely. You know what? It's really good having you on the show. I just want to say, right, I was very young at the time when G-Spot came out, right? And
you're still young, man. You're still young, man. What?
Of course, very young. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, bro? It's like when my cousin had the CD, we were looking at the CD like, what's this? And she goes, you're too young for this, you know what I mean? You're too young to have this CD. And then it was like, yo, now I've got the vinyl and all sorts, all your music collection. So yeah, just want to welcome you to EAVA FM, and Leicester is definitely wanting more music from yourself, you know? So I'm going to go straight into it. Tell us about the latest release that you're going down with.
Oh, well, it's kind of crazy. We're doing a watch party, and it's called Break the Record and Eat It. Right, it's Break the Record and Eat It. Just remember that name, right? I can't tell you much about that, but just think about the name. Break the Record and Eat It. Right, so that's we're doing it. So it's going to be a watch party style. And it's basically to support the new single, but we're doing it as a to also promote the new video. And the single and video is called "I Kneel for You," which is an R&B song. And I really wanted to kind of, people have always said, like, Wayne, we love what's going on, but we really miss the 90s. And I said, Absolutely. You know what, it's kind of crazy because, like, I know that we tend to move forward and we come with new styles and stuff, but I just got so much calls for people saying, listen, I want 90s on, I want to chill with my girl. I want to now kind of like, I'm in love now. You know what I mean? So some people are getting married. Some people are just like, going into another relationship. Some people are still at the same relationship. But what I realized after talking to people is that most people end up saying, like, you know what? When we go to the dance halls, right? The guys are over one side. The women are over the other side. What's going on? And they're saying, like, back in the day, what they remember is that when the slow jams came on, the guys was tapping the girls for a dance. The girls were looking, those who didn't get tapped were looking at mans and saying, boy, well, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
so what actually happened was it was all about rubbing down, especially they were looking forward for that time of the night. Yes, after the sweating out and stuff, they wanted to get to that point where everybody was like just rubbing down and everything was slow. And then after, it depends on how charismatic the man could talk. Is like, is he going to go home for that coffee after? You know what I mean? So So what we really wanted to do is like, and what kind of pushed it a bit further was all you was hearing in the news was that everybody, this COVID thing, everybody now is at home, and guess what? The divorce rate going up, domestic violence, man boxing down woman, woman boxing down man, and it's just, you know, it's just becoming. And I said, you know what? We need to now bring back this whole, you know, slow jam and just the idea of just make love. You know what I mean? And what best to do it with better than an R&B song, 90s R&B song. You know what I mean? so we're looking at the project as opposed to just doing it as, okay, we're just pushing out a song and a watch party. No, we want to get everybody involved. We want to create a project that is about rubbing down the wall. You know, like when when you used to rub back in the day and the wallpaper used to, like, some people used to, hey, what's that on your back? Oh, it's part of the wallpaper. That's where we want to take it right back there. You know, when
yes, Marshayne, I'm loving that vibe.
That's what we're about. So it's now about, as opposed to anything else, it's about just make love. Just focus on making love. And before long, when you change the narrative with a great R&B song, and you change the vibe with actual you know, love and sexual lyrics, then the whole vibe changes. All of a sudden, you forgot, you know, you stop clenching your fists and now start opening your hands for that hug and that caress. You know what I mean?
You know what? Yeah, you've said everything that's needed to be said, especially during this uncertain time that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel when you say that about the clubs and the events that's going down, I absolutely totally agree with what you're saying. You know what I mean? Wow. And we need some of that Marshayne music to get things different. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we need to just switch up the vibe inside wherever we are. You know?
That's what I'm saying. So it's not about so much about, you know, just trying to follow the trend and do what everybody else is doing. It's really kind of looking at what is it that the world needs today, and the world needs nothing but love. You know what I mean? So we decided to promote this watch party and the video that will literally, you know, start to pull in all those vibes. We decided to do like a radio tour to promote that, and the radio tour is called Break the Record and Eat It. I can't tell you what it really means yet, you know, because we can't tell you what it really means, but you will get to know as time goes on. You know what I mean?
Is there a date for this watch party or anything like that, or info?
We're looking at July the 17th.
July the 17th.
Yep. So and more will be revealed as we get closer to the date. But what we really wanted to do is, like, as opposed to just come watch the party, watch the R&B artists, and you know, the usual stuff. We wanted to make this more inclusive, and we wanted to do it inclusive by doing a TikTok challenge.
Okay.
We want to get some of my fans to just, like, and some of your fans to just, like, you know, post some of their best videos. I'm talking about man and woman dancing, crubbing up, like on the wall, on the wallpaper, on the door, wherever they can hitch up, and do some nice slow dancing to my new tune, which is called I Kneel For You. So we want to do it as a TikTok challenge.
And that's out right now. When was that released? I Kneel For You.
We just we're just about to release it. It's gonna have a TikTok specific release for TikTok. And then we'll release it fully later with the video and stuff. But we're doing it as a TikTok challenge initially because we want to see the best. We want to see the best crop down. And guess what? They're going to win such a great prize. And plus, you know what? We're going to invite them in on the live stream to come and do it live.
Wow.
Yeah, the winners.
I was going to mention that with the competition and the giveaways and all of this thing, because I know you're so much into that, and you want to just more than the music. Yes. It's about the whole vibe, and that's what you're about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love that about it. You know what? Does that mean I'm too old school? Because I'm not on TikTok. I'm only on the gram. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Put it up on set up an account on TikTok. Yeah. Put it on the gram, get the lady, do a dance, and you can tag us in on Instagram, no problem.
Okay, I'm going to tell all the listeners right now, remember, get the song, do a dance, tag in. What is your handler on TikTok and Insta?
It's Marshayne Music at Instagram, Facebook. We'll be doing it on TikTok. We're just kind of setting up the TikTok, so we'll clarify that a bit later. But you can always find me on Instagram as Marshayne Music, and Facebook on Marshayne Music, and YouTube as official Marshayne Music.
Wicked. It's wicked. You know what? Make sure you tag, because in the 90s, I don't know if many people, I remember the tune, and I know everyone that I've spoken to, when I said I'm talking to you, they just instantly remember the song, and they know why, because it's good times.
So, you know what?
Music is good times, you know what I mean?
That's what the whole thing is about. It's about that whole narrative. It's about that whole vibe. And what I've got to say is that we've got some great people coming on board to support us. We've got as I said, we're looking to give away some great prizes. We've got a chocolatier, artisan chocolatier, right?
Okay.
Gregory. We've got a major entertainment household name company supporting us with venue. So it's going to be hosted in a great venue. We're going to have giveaways. Of course, we're going to have the wallpaper challenge. It's just going to be, we're looking to just create a nice evening where people can just like take it in. They can, correspond. It's going to be mad. It's going to be crazy.
And tell everyone the date one more time when this is going down.
The date's going to be 17th of July.
17th of July. It's going down. And how will they know to come on this platform of this live? Do they have to sign up or anything like that?
We want them to subscribe to especially Marshayne Music at Instagram and Facebook, and also YouTube, and we will just like let them know. But it's inclusive for everybody, but just do subscribe, because it's going to be a special day for us all, a special day for R&B. 90s R&B especially.
90s R&B, no, definitely. So tell me more about the style of music. I know you've been doing a lot of reggae and all of that, but why not so much of this R&B, your style, that signature style that you've got? What is it that you've made because I remember anybody we talk to, they know who you are. Do you know what I mean? And especially your signature kind of style, this lovers kind of vibe, ladies tune, slow, and the slow jams. That's your thing. So why now have you kind of brought that back, and why have you not done enough of it? I'm going to ask you that, because I've always said, why haven't you done more,
the funny thing is that there was a period of time where I felt I needed to get to understand the actual business part of it more. Because sometimes we can get carried away with making the music, and you can make hits, but you might not be able to maximize. And for me, it was about now starting to not just make it where I'm making music and I'm doing shows and stuff like that, but actually helping to empower the music community, because I find that many of us have that same problem for years. We've made music, and then all of a sudden it's almost gone pear-shaped, and it's not because of lack of hits. It's just that because where do they go next? And really what it is about how do we empower our nation and our people to know that, there's, you're making music, but you're actually making somebody happy. You're actually changing lives, and you're influencing lives. So sometimes kind of look at it a bit more. So one of the things that I needed to do, I felt, is to put a good team together and, and connect with the right people. So as a result, I connected with my partner, my creative director partner, Sanji Mitchell. And she's great with visuals and, videos and all that kind of stuff, and, taking images. So that was the first. And then I hooked up with a Lock EMG, which is Entertainment Music Group. And they are, if not the first, one of the first charity music record labels.
I actually seen that on some of your socials, and I was going to ask you about that, the not-for-profit record label. That is amazing. That is something which is definitely needed in our community, and where the music. So everything you're saying now is coming together, where you're saying we need to empower our communities, and tell me more about that label. How did you get involved, and where did you find them?
Well, they found me. But the funny thing, when I say that, I mean, we found each other because, Tourette, which is the director, like reminded me years ago that I actually performed at one of her events, so it was like, it was almost like it was just supposed to be. And then we was introduced by a mutual friend, Lorna, and we've just we just kind of hooked up since then, and we've just been empowering each other. I mean, she's just like, ideas out of, I don't know where she gets the ideas from, and vice versa, So I gotta just say massive respect and enough love to Tourette, Duchess P, and her team, because she's got her team, marketing team, and the whole shebang. And for me, it's just everything coming together. I did a show when I did one of my first live shows. That was with Jodeci. Okay. It was like a Mary J. Blige. We were fed by a chef called Paul Wayne Gregory at the time, and I went to a chocolate event and I met this guy. I tasted these chocolates and they were so great. And then the guy said, "Do you remember me? My name's Paul. I fed you at the Jodeci gig." I said, "What?" And his chocolates were out of this world. So he came on board and said, "Anything you want to do, Wayne?" That was Wayne at the time. We were here. So I said, "Okay, cool. Right. My name's Marshayne now. But, we're going to work. We're going to hook up. We're going to make this thing happen." And then one of the places that I worked at, I was cutting dub plates, Music House. They've come on board. They've supported. And Choral Conscious Lee, I said, I always wanted a PR. Choral Conscious Lee came on. Diana from Music Media Management. It's just been crazy. So I've got to say, big up to everybody. And can I say also, big up to Warren Wilson, who initially came up with the hook for I Kneel For You, and DS Grime, and Adrian McKenzie, who just came and just grilled up the remix. And this is where we are today. It's just so exciting. And I'm just
tune's fire, bro. The tune's fire. It brings back our memories. And now you got the slow jams and you're talking chocolates. Which lady? Oh my days. You know what I mean? That's just some crazy stuff. And now everything's opening back up as well. And it's like, okay.
Well, the funny thing is that, and big up Michael Daly for doing this up-tempo remix. Oh my God, crazy. But also, the fact that we know the uncertainty of today, because we know how these guys are. Today it's like, there's another so we decided to keep it as an online streamed watch party, and just really kind of make it where people feel that they're not even at home watching a stream event. They want to. It's really they're actually going to be a part of this event. That is, that's really what we plan to do, and this is what what the whole experience is really about, because that's what it's about. It's about an experience.
Of course, I think the music that you make, especially you've got that experience and that feel and that emotion comes into it. So having the live stream, having this competition, and I love how you're getting everyone involved to do the TikTok thing and the video thing. And I'm gonna be following in. Is there a special hashtag that we do or anything like that? Will it just be hashtag I Kneel For You, or?
We've got a hashtag I Kneel For You, so look out for that. I mean, that's but I think as you speak, we're gonna create some hashtags based around specifically for this event. I think that's the right idea.
Yeah, definitely.
If we haven't done it already, maybe I think the ladies have done it already. Tell the truth, but just in case, I'm putting it out there.
Okay, so in terms of that, you must be getting, I know you perform quite a lot. Like before lockdown, I could remember flyers after flyers. I could see your name. You used to do a lot of touring all over. How has it been over the last 18 months or so for yourself? It's something which I love to hear from artists. How has it been, and what have you done to adapt to this kind of new way?
It's been great. It's helped me to really kind of reflect, and this is where everything kind of almost really penned from the lockdown. It allowed me to take time out, start focusing now on the things that really matter. And the things that really matter in music is people. And so it's really about, okay, what can we do to entertain, to empower, to edify, the people that listen to my music, so and their children, because many of the children were born to the song. So it's now taking more of a using the music as not just to entertain but to edify as well, and because what I find the whole thing is really about conversation. So that's where I've kind of look at it now, and I found that as artists we're able to get through doors, and as opposed to just using those doors and slamming it behind us, how do we keep those doors open? How do we, with the things that we find within those doors, how do we now expand it for our audience to now to now consume or enjoy like we're enjoying it? Sometimes it's the conversation that happens through the doors. Sometimes there's what could I say? There's items, there's things, there's people. So now we kind of look at it more from that perspective, as opposed to just going through the door and slamming the door behind us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think things have evolved and it's different now. And it's good that you've mentioned that, where you had time to reflect on where you wanted to take your music, you know what I mean, over this whole lockdown period. I do have one question for you. This is something everyone has been asking me to ask you.
What?
Well, there's two questions. The first one is, in the album 90 Degrees and Rising, how did G-Spot come about? How did that song? What was honestly amount of people that have texted me and even rang me and said, V, you need to ask this question. How did that song come about? So we're gonna hear it from you right now.
Well, it came about as a song. It was just another song.
Okay,
another sexual song.
Yeah,
but the topic, if that's what you're getting at, the topic came about when in Discovery, when things started to happen, and then it was like, okay, what happened? What just happened? And then as you start to discover what has happened, you read about it, you talk to people about it, then you realize, oh, that's what they call a G-spot, and that's what happened.
Okay. Wow. I'm going to also ask you about...
But it's the first time I've told anybody about this, actually. But I normally just say the song normally happens. But, it's allowed now.
It's allowed. I don't mind using that word. This is for adult people, you know what I mean? But yeah, what I am saying is, it's great. This is what a lot of people have been asking me about yourself. They love your music from that album all the way to some of the reggae stuff you've been doing. Wow. You've got a lot of loyal followers, especially in Leicester. Leicester's always had that. Wherever I've gone, they know who you are, So my other question is, I'm going to tell everyone after the commercials, because I'm going to keep you on air. I'm going to keep you live on air. I'm going to ask you, what's with the name change? Wow. We're going to talk about that after 10 p.m. I think that's something for the people, the listeners out there, to kind of say, we're going to stay on after the commercials, and we're going to be talking to Marshayne, and we want to know how the name change happened. So in terms of this single, is there going to be an album with this as well, or is it just that just the break in the eating the record tour, or is there anything else?
No, I'm definitely putting together an album. Yeah, and really, it's about, again, we'll talk more about in terms of how it works together, but there will be an album. Yes,
definitely, yeah, because we want some more of that music, if that makes sense,
Enough respect.
So how has your radio tour been going so far? I know your socials are going crazy right now. I just see you every day doing something, maybe twice a day, because you've been on another interview today, I believe, right?
Yeah, we didn't do one today. We was just about to do it today, but no, we saved everything for you today.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
This is your time.
How's it been going? Good?
It's been going very good, very well. I mean, it's now, for me, it's about bring the fans all in one place again. So it's so exciting to see everybody just like, what's going on? Pop, bang, 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 just popping up, but at a good rate as well. So it's not just about the hype. It's about, okay, hold on. This is the artist that, is that the same artist? Is it, it's very good because people, first of all, they kind of look and say, no, that's not him. He's too young. And it's like, well, hold on. No, it's me. So by the time it kind of clocks in, then they start to engage. And it's just so exciting.
I can imagine. It's exciting times right now because we're all ready to open up and do things. And here we are. You've dropped this I Kneel For You track. And it's like, wow. Okay. Soon as I heard it, I was thinking the whole feel of it, that whole remembrance of that 90s vibe. And a lot of the younger crowd. What kind of reaction have you been having from like the younger generation in terms of the vibe of the song?
Yeah. The good thing is that, we've just literally started to plant the seed.
Okay.
And it's almost like it puts them straight into that mode. It's almost like, my mum used to play this and I've always loved this, but I've never really heard enough about it apart from the 90s time, so it's great to kind of to now hear new music with that vibe. So it's like I'm actually more surprised than it's better than I expected so far.
Yeah, definitely. People have been messaging me already. Want to give a shout out going out to Nikhil right now. He's saying he's locked in. Hold tight, everyone right now. You know what? Bhupinder as well. She's locked in. Hold tight, Sly. Hold tight, Bindu. I've said your name again. A different Raj as well. Hold tight, Chris as well. Hold tight, Gita as well. They're all locked in. They're saying they're really loving it. And it's giving them vibes from the 90s, because I played the remix first. At the start of the show, I played the remix. I'm sure it's the Shakedown, the Soul Shakedown mix.
Soul Shakedown mix, yes.
Yeah. Who was that? Who was the remix done by on that? Or was it
Michael Daly? And he used to be part of the group called the Full Crew, the production crew. Yeah. So
I'm loving that.
Real good friend. I know him for years. Okay. And it's so great. He did a few remixes for me actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So the he did the Slow Grind, one of the Slow Grind remixes. Yeah, he's just a great producer.
Absolutely. Okay, we've got 18 seconds. We're going to go in the commercial, people. And remember, stay locked in, stay locked on. This is EAVA FM 102.5. It's your boy Vij on the Friday Flex. We got Marshayne live in the studio. And you know what? If you want to know how he changed his name, stay locked in. And we're going to come straight back after these 3 minutes. Here we go.
EAVA. Sharing the richness of cultures. This is EAVA FM.
Top Tree Entertainment proudly presents the summer event, the Bollywood Dinner and Dance, on Friday, 25th June 2021 at Ramgarhia Centre, Leicester. Show starts at 8 p.m. Live music, dancers and DJ Nicholas with a full 3-course buffet dinner. Tickets £20 per person and £10 for children under 5. This event will follow government COVID guidelines. For all info and tickets, please call Rohit on 07776 801 744. That's 07776 801 744. Top Tree Entertainment proudly presents Leicester's Bollywood Dinner and Dance on Friday, 25th June 2021.
English, Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Chinese, South African, Sri Lankan, Polish, Somali, French, West African, Arabic, Swahili. The voice of Leicester. This is EAVA FM.
Everyone can now get free rapid COVID-19 tests twice a week. They show your results within 30 minutes. They also show you're doing what you can to protect your loved ones, your friends, your workmates, and that you want to keep life moving again. Around 1 in 3 people who have COVID-19 have no symptoms and are spreading it without knowing. That could be a friend, a relative, a workmate. It could even be you. Rapid tests are easy to get from nhs.uk/get tested. Let's take this next step safely.
Online at EAVAFM.com. The voice of Leicester. This is EAVA FM.
EAVA FM. When you have your friends and you can't trust them, and so you know you have to make adjustment. Because you can't live in a suspense, so you find a solution for the problem. Cut off every dirty heart. If them a fake friend, even I need them. And we see it clear, say them a pretend. Oh, EAVA FM, cut off every dirty heart. Bubble bad, so full flight ends out.
The voice of Leicester, sharing the richness of cultures. This is EAVA FM.
EAVA FM is a multilingual radio station serving the diverse communities of Leicester on 102.5 FM. For advertising and sponsorship, email sales@eavafm.com or call 07811 659 364. That's 07811 659 364. Serving the community, 102.5 EAVA FM.
People, we're back. EAVA FM 102.5. And this is how we're doing it. We got Marshayne live in the studio. What's going on, bro?
Hey, everything's good. Hey, listen, I need to say this. Yeah. Big up for a great interview, man. I'm just enjoying this vibe, man. I'm telling you. Where's the fire emoji, man? I fire emoji in the chat room, man. Let's see what's going on, bro.
Okay, you know what? I've had so many messages come through. Hold tight, DJ Rooney right now. He says, wicked, wicked, wicked. He's loving it. Hold tight, Chris. Hold tight, Cams as well. You know, they're all enjoying themselves, you know, inspired of what kind of music you've done, you know, some of the times I've had with the ladies, them, you know, everything's nice. Hold tight, Donna as well, you know, it's good. They're just loving the vibe. Okay, we're going to get down to the question right now. Okay, so how did he go from Wayne Marshall to Marshayne?
Marshayne, the artist formerly known as Wayne G-Spot Marshall. What really happened is that, you know, like, when we came, I mean, I my first record came out in '85, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Coming through, so I've, you know, gone through. We boom, 95, 90s. We hit the 90 Degrees and Rising, and what really happened is that because I was just focused on many other things, I didn't like. I was always watching the digital thing, but I didn't really log in and set up accounts in all these most important places. And after a while, what we realized, like by the time I'm looking to go even with my name, it's like the accounts were saying, no, there's somebody else with that name. I'm like, oh, I'm the singer. No, you can't get in there. I've done 90 Degrees. Don't you know the record 90 Degrees? No, somebody else has got, and that might not be even somebody who sings or makes music. It's just somebody who's got the name. So it got to a stage, but the interesting thing, I said, oh my God, you know, like either I can do, you know, Wayne Marshall 11111, you know, 1000 or something like that. Or it was a case of something that I've always admired. You know, one of my favorite bands, Jodeci. One of the things I really loved about that band was the name. Jodeci made up of the artist's name. And I said that would be great if I could always, I've always felt it would be great if I had one name, but at the time I had Wayne Marshall, you know. And then I said, maybe this is a great opportunity to embrace some of the type of music and the styles and the genres that I've done before and bring it into this new world. Because you know what? This is the internet world, this is the online world, and many people are used to, you know, we can go with what everybody else is dancing to or what everybody else is playing. But when you've got a unique sound, my first hits were reggae hits. You know, the first record was number 3 in the reggae charts. And, you know, it was always like that. I had a number 1 in the reggae charts. And so it was almost like, but the records still get played in dances right across the world, like dub dances, you know. It was almost like, well, you know what, you can't go away from your brand is you. So like, so and what I did realize also is that, you know, when you think of, if there's certain tunes, I'm sure that you know the tune, but when you ask who the artist is, most people couldn't tell you, you know. So I said, you know what, the artist, the name is very important, of course, but really your works is even more important because that's your legacy. That's what you leave. You know, those who need to remember the name can remember the name. So I said, you know what, following from Jodeci's footsteps, it's time to kind of add and create your name. And you know what? Marshall is actual Marshall and Wayne put together as one.
100% agree with you, because people are not going to forget your music because of the times and that emotion you've given them and that feeling and that vibe, you know. So 100%, you know what, Marshayne, I'm going to say the name so people don't forget, you know. Because they need to know about you, bro. They do need to know. But if they don't know, get to know.
Bless.
Okay, I've got one question, final one. This is coming from a listener right now. My phone's on fire, by the way. Yeah, I've got my phone here, and it's just going. I've picked one, and it's just like, okay. Can you ask Wayne? Where does your musical background come from, and what inspired you to do music?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you, the weird thing is that I've gone through the whole spectrum of different genres. I grew up in the church.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I grew up in the church, and then like when I started going to school, my favorite artists were like Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson, and I learned different things from different artists. Then I went into when I went to secondary school, I got very much into like to the dancehall scene. So I was singing with a lot of the popular sounds, starting from the dub like Jatubbies, and then I started working with Jemmy Magic, which was my main sound, and then Unity, and then Saxon, and then because I used to work at a disc cutting place, which many people may know or may not know, I was singing for a lot of these top sounds like Jamaican and British sound. So I would be, singing for Sugar Minott sound, Youth Man Promotion, alongside Horace Andy, alongside Tenor Saw when he came into town, like just a lot of these artists. Yeah. So like my first, I'd say, apart from Michael Jackson and stuff, I started to get into reggae. So it was people like Little John, Michael Prophet, Michael Rose, and Black Uhura. And then my sound just like, I just love different sounds and different vocalists. So for me, it was almost like learning from all the different artists.
I want a dub from you now. When you say that, I might need a dub plate from you, bro.
Oh, well, dub plates are like that's a speciality. We get as artists. That's what we, And it's interesting because I'm doing R&B dub plates. I'm doing reggae dub plates still because I said, you know what, I've stopped doing reggae dub plates for a good while, but I decided, you know what, it's all about, if people love, people, it's about sharing the love, and people consume it in different forms, different ways. So why hold it back? Give people everything, and that's going to be really the to kind of add to your question about the name and how the name came together. I decided that it's the music also. I need to kind of apply that same idea and do an album now, not just based on one style, which I did previously. It's like bringing my whole energy and my inspirations into this one album, which is going to be a first for me, really. All one different styles into one album from my influences.
Wow. I can't wait. You know what? It sounds amazing. Everything that you've spoken about today, and the vibe, just the whole laughter we've had on air, the music sounding wicked. So you know what? It's before you do go though. You know what? I know this is a live stream. I'm gonna can you do any vocals for us? I've just put all background. I've switched my mic off. I'm gonna hand it to you.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do something very, 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 very different. I've never done this before, and I'm just going to do it at the top of my head, and hopefully it plays off. I'm going to give you some of my influences. She's out of my life. She's out of my life. More pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. Say no ramp with the body, say that's strictly the belly. You see me, say me no easy. Oh, yes. So baby, look into my eyes when we're dancing in the club. I've run my hands down your thighs. Baby, that is not enough. No, and if you think I want to take you home after the first night, with all the things that's associated, damn right. Cause tonight I wanna hear you say ooh, hear you say ah, when I hit your G-spot, baby. Cause it's only for the hot gal. Wind up your body to my slow jam. Cause I'm gonna kneel between your knees. I'm going down, down on you. Make you a freak just like me. Bless.
Bless up, bro. You know what? Absolutely smashed it. Yo, you made our show something special today. You know what? It's been fantastic, Marshayne, having you here. And that voice is crazy, mate. I'm telling you now, bro. It's all there. And you did that live off the video stream. I'm not even lying. I'm just reading the messages that are coming through. And it's like, wow. Okay. Even my laptop's going crazy right now. It's wicked, brother, having you here in the studio. Okay. Finally, before you go, just tell the people a little bit about the I Kneel For You. You've got the video launch happening. Just a few words before you leave.
You know what? And also, before I leave, I'd like to say big up again to yourself and all the Leicester crew, the whole Atish, the whole crew. I'd like to say just big up. And, you know, I'd like to say big up to Mark Morrison, because he introduced me to the whole Leicester scene. So
yeah, man,
big up my brethren, big up my star, big up my general. You know what I mean? And it's all about I Kneel For You. We have a watch party, and that's going to be in July the 17th. You'll be hearing the songs. You'll be watching the videos. I'll be doing a performance. We'll be doing a Q&A. And remember, we got the rub down the wallpaper challenge. So remember, get your knees ready. We'll make the announcement soon. Get your knees ready. You know what I mean? So yeah, the whole of us, we there.
Okay, and I know you are coming live to Leicester on Monday, so people get ready. We'll see you here again on EAVA FM on Attraction Blazing Music Show. Yes. I know you're coming to Leicester. I know you're going to a few other radio stations as well. Yes. So big up LCR and big up Radio 2 Funky as well. Yes. You know, this is how we do it. It's all love here at EAVA FM. We got love for everyone, you know, and that's how it should be, you know. Thank you so much.
Yes. Big up the Curfew crew.
Yes.
Mad love every time. Mad love.
Yeah. Okay.
And big up yourself, my brother. Enough respect. Enough respect,
bro. But you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna end today. I'm gonna play I Kneel For You. Remember, people, we're gonna close down the live because live doesn't like music in the background for some reason, you know. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna say goodbye to Marshayne. Thank you so much for coming today.
Yes, thank you for having me, bro. And you know, big up to all the fans. And I look forward to log on, subscribe. Marshayne Music. That's MARSHAYNE Music at Instagram, at Facebook, and official Marshayne Music MARSHAYNE on YouTube.
Okay, and we will be tagging Marshayne's everywhere, all over our socials, so our listeners will definitely get to know. And if they don't, we'll be banging your tune out all the time. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, all right, bless up, bro.
Every time.
Yeah, man. Peace. Okay, that was Marshayne live on our socials and live on EAVA FM 102.5. Wow, you know what? Absolutely amazing. So here we go. Get logged on 102.5 to hear the brand new single. I'm signing out of the socials, but not signing out on radio and our online stream. So here we go. Thank you so much for having me. This is EAVA FM 102.5 Friday Flex with your boy Veej right now. Hold tight, my co-host Curfew as well.